Good morning and welcome to our show. Today we talk about leadership at the University of Nairobi. I am your host, Anne Masharia.
And I am your co-host today, Diana.
Today we talk about the ignorance of campus students about the leadership that guides them through their campus life. We confront the poignant statement that political illiteracy is the worst illiteracy. We have come to realize that when we come to university, most of us usually have so many dreams, so many aspirations, and we chase our academic pursuits with so much effort that we forget that leadership affects every aspect and every angle of our campus life. Economically, forgetting this, we forget that the consequences will affect us as campus students.
I think as campus students, we are supposed to have a balance in our lives when it comes to our academics and both. Okay, you have a balance between all the aspects of life. You're supposed to be socially rounded, you're supposed to be academically rounded and politically rounded. But most of the time as students, I think we mainly focus on creating a network. Of course, that is
Yeah.
what we do in school. Come on. So in creating our social networks and then focusing on academics. That
And
is
do
for
we
who know
close
what
it
they
at
do.
that?
Yeah, and we close it at that.
We're
Is
just
it.
like leadership, these people vying, these student leaders vying. It doesn't affect us. We act like it's their personal pursuit. Whether they
Yeah.
win, whether they don't, it doesn't really affect me. But we've come to see that the consequences really follow us, because you'll find a student at campus just saying randomly, actually, these student leaders, they're not doing much for us. Have you seen how the people are striked the other time because of increased school fees?
Yeah.
These leaders are not taking our matters to the administration, but when we were choosing leaders, you were not there. You were just like, nah. When you're told to go to these forums where they're putting out their manifestos, where they're talking about what they'll do for you when you when you elect them into
Office.
when you elect them into office, we
Yeah.
kind of ignore them. We kind of make it look like it's
It's
not
not
a
a
me
must.
problem.
Yeah, it's not a me problem.
And I think this ignorance is so rooted in us, because I've seen in the University of Nairobi school website, there's a mention that the turnout for 2022-2023 election year, the turnout was a little better, not good. And then for the 2023-2024 academic year, the turnout was below. And everyone was complaining because these elections are held online. So why are people not voting? Why are students not turning up? Why are the students not participating in these political affairs? And it will affect their life. So is it ignorance? Is it an awareness problem?
I don't think it's an awareness problem because at the University of Nairobi, I believe that the administration, as well as those who are vying for the different positions in the school, I think they create enough awareness. Let's talk about voting. There are always campaigns. We have people creating WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups.
So we don't take the initiative as
We
students.
don't
That
take
is so
the
sad.
initiative as a student.
Acknowledging it's an us problem is so ouch.
From a leader's point of view, you feel like you're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing the right things.
Yeah,
You turned
you
up
have
for
campaigned.
the campaigns. You've hosted town halls. You've called the students to the field. Actually, some of them go to the extent of arranging these small parties where they call students, talk about their manifestos, ask for
Yeah.
the students' input
And
on what you.
tournaments.
Yeah, actually, this
I remember
when we're in second year,
Yeah.
there was this time when every evening towards election,
Yeah.
they'll do the tournaments, the football tournaments for
Yeah.
this class and this class, and then
Yeah, different
after they'll talk about what they want to do for
faculties.
you as leaders. And I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is so nice.
That
And you
was-
can't miss it because you'll come to the game. Even if you don't come, you'll come to watch. So I'm like,
Yeah.
why are the students missing on all of this stuff? Because it's not actually on voting only. I've realized some decisions are just made via communication from the administration to the student leader to the student.
Yeah.
So when the communication gets to the students, they're not there to give
They
feedback.
don't give feedback.
Yeah, they don't engage them in the decision making. So this sometimes these student leaders just have to
They
take
have
back
to
a
make
feedback that is
decisions.
based on their own
Preferences.
yeah, because why are you taking, okay, if you don't show up, I have to give a feedback back to the administration. I won't wait for you. I'll
And
just
time is
talk to the
limited.
small, yeah, I'll just talk to the small group that showed up, take the communication back and say, this is what the student, because even if I'm doing a survey online, or not even online, if I'm just simply doing a survey on something and it's 25 people that turned up, I'm
Yeah.
going to conclude my survey on the 25 that turned up.
Of course.
And this in turn affects our social life, our academic life.
I think students are supposed to understand and that the moment you don't come out here and vote on that political leader that you want, or that class rep that you want to be to be
Class rep
the yeah,
mostly.
to lead you, I think you're messing up your life. Because let's take an example of a class rep. If you don't vote in the right class rep for you, you're going to miss on notes. You might have lecturers not
You're going to
turning
miss
up for
classes
class.
too.
Yeah.
Because if they change the venue, it's the class rep that communicates. So
Mhm.
if you don't have a reliable class representative, you're going to miss on a lot of information, or you're just going to be misinformed because everyone in the class group will just be having their own
Their own
communication. And
opinions.
Lord, it's such a mess.
Or sometimes you don't turn up and the wrong leader is elected. Wow, you're going to have a hell of a 4 years. Because you know what? Have you ever been to a class where your class rep doesn't turn up himself or herself for the lessons
Oh
or
Lord,
for the
no.
cut?
I think our class rep is good.
So I was just thinking an example of how would we be operating if we had like our class rep not being present?
Yeah, because of all the communication he makes, it makes it so much easier for us to do our life here.
Yeah.
So if, I'm assuming that was not there, the kind of problems we'll have. As we conclude, we've come to see that it's important to be aware of, politically, be aware of the things that happen around you at the campus life. Let's try to include our leaders, include the administration, include the students in everything that we do. As leaders, as students, let us take initiative and be on top of everything.
And of course, stay engaged, informed, and be the change that you want to see. I have been your co-host, Chibet Diana. See you next time.
And I've been your host, Anne Masharia. And thank you for tuning in. Till next time, bye.